Roman Empire was one of the greatest civilizations in history. At its height, it spanned from Britain to North Africa, influencing art, law, culture, and politics. But in 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire collapsed. The question is, why? What caused this seemingly invincible empire to fall? At its peak, the Roman Empire covered vast lands, but this size was both its strength and its weakness. Managing such a massive empire required vast resources, and defending its borders became a logistical nightmare. By the 3rd century, the Roman legions were stretched thin across thousands of miles, defending against invasions from the north by Germanic tribes and from the east by the Persian Empire. To defend such a huge territory, Rome had to rely more on non-Roman mercenaries who were often less loyal and well-trained than their Roman counterparts. This weakened the Roman army, making the empire more vulnerable to external attacks. Rome wasn't just fighting enemies on its borders. It was also dealing with internal conflicts. Political instability was rampant. Between 235 and 284 AD, Rome went through what's known as the crisis of the 3rd century, where over 20 emperors ruled in just 50 years, many assassinated by rivals or overthrown in military coups. Corruption at the highest levels made it difficult for the empire to function effectively. Emperors spent more time fighting for power than actually governing. This led to weakened infrastructure, crumbling cities, and neglected provinces. The overexpansion and constant warfare drained Rome's resources. Heavy taxation was placed on the population, but it wasn't enough. Inflation became rampant as the government began debasing its currency, mixing less valuable metals into their silver coins. As the economy faltered, Rome's great cities fell into disrepair. Trade routes were disrupted, and unemployment rose as the empire's industries, such as agriculture, declined. This only deepened the crisis. Rome's social fabric also began to unravel. The gap between the rich and poor grew wider. The elite lived in luxury while the majority of Romans struggled to survive. There was a decline in civic pride and a loss of faith in traditional Roman values. As the empire grew more cosmopolitan, many Romans felt disconnected from the empire's ideals. Another major cultural shift was the rise of Christianity. By the 4th century, Christianity had become the dominant religion, replacing Rome's traditional polytheistic beliefs. While this provided a new sense of unity for some, it also contributed to internal divisions as Christian and pagan communities clashed. By the 5th century, the weakened Roman Empire was unable to defend itself against barbarian invasions. The Goths, Vandals, Huns, and other groups poured into Roman territory, sacking cities and seizing land. The infamous sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 AD sent shockwaves throughout the empire. Finally, in 476 AD, the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic leader Odoacer, marking the official fall of the Western Roman Empire. However, the story of Rome didn't end entirely. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for nearly 1,000 more years, with its capital in Constantinople. But the fall of the Western Roman Empire marked the end of ancient Rome's dominance in Europe.